development at this point. He said there's a lot that you've been asked to do by him as a point guard that you've never had to do before. One, is that true? And what are some things that he's asked you to do or developments he's asked you to make that you haven't done previously in your career?
I mean, one of the differences in my career from here in Pitt, my coach at Pitt didn't ask me to like actually call my own plays. Like then that's one thing that's different. I got to know all the plays. Well, I mean, every player has to know all the plays, but he wants me to call my own plays in the game, so it takes some pressure off of him as well.
Tyler Tackman.
Hey Xavier, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. In the Bahamas, you had said that you were really working on kind of like the mental side of the game and talking with Dane Fife about not letting like calls or turnovers like kind of compound and snowball. I guess how would you evaluate how you've continued to progress with that and like what are you kind of continuing to do to try to get that as right as you can?
I mean, I haven't really hopped on any calls. I really just get back on defense. Like for instance, I think it was the last play to set the first half. I thought the refs were gonna call foul, but I mean I didn't do anything. I just threw him back the ball and we got back on defense and just ended out the half. I mean, so that's one progression I made in my game. It's not to harp on any calls because I think it affects my game at the end of the day.
Jeff.
Hey, Xavier. Thanks for your time, man. Working on a story on Race Thompson and his development. Just give me your thoughts when you look at Race's game. What are 2, 3, 4 things you think that he does that really impact the game for you guys the most?
He's our like PJ Tucker type of guy. He does anything to help the team win. I mean, he does a lot, blocking shots and getting rebounds, and he just does all the dirty work, and that's what we need him to continue to do for the team to be successful.
Tom Brew.
Hey, Xavier, St. John's likes to play at that fast pace, full court everywhere. Do you like that as a kind of a quick point guard too, and for not only the opportunities that it gives you guys on the other end to not get through the press and then finish things off quickly?
I mean, it's a good challenge for myself and for our team. First real big test. I mean, it'll be fun. But I mean, our plan is to respect our opponent and to come out on top of each night, and we got to protect our home courts. So that's the main thing we're focused on.
But do you like playing at that fast pace?
Oh yeah, I love playing at a fast pace. I love playing it.
Alex.
Hey Xavier, thanks for the time. Just curious, you and Rob have played some minutes together so far this season. I'm curious how you feel you guys complement each other, and do you feel like that's something that could happen more often as the season goes along? You two getting out there together and playing together.
Yeah, I mean, we'll continue to get better at it. I mean, but I think we made a big progression. I mean, he takes some pressure off myself, and I take some pressure off of him, and that's one thing we both feed off of. I mean, we both play defense really well. We'll get in our defender, and that's just when things really start to pick up with me and him on the floor.
Kevin.
Yeah, Xavier, kind of the challenge of handling that pressure. How do you think you and Rob are equipped for that right now, and what have you been doing to prepare for that if they kind of pick you guys up full court?
I mean, we've been doing it ever since day one here. That's one thing coaches has really harped on us to do, because we're both quick guards. We like to defend, and we just that just gets our break started for real.
Jim Coyle. Jim Coyle.
Hey, Xavier, thank you for the time, sir. The last game, you really looked like you stepped up as the floor leader, the guy that Indiana needs right now. How important is that to you to know that you are providing that exact service for this team?
I mean, it's important for everybody. I mean, that's one thing that Coach wanted me to do. It's one thing that we talked about coming in here. He wants me to be the leader of the team, me, Rob, and Trace, and all the other guys just be leaders of the team and do the right thing.
Tyler.
Xavier, just in terms of building chemistry with Trace, how is that something that you guys do? Is that just a matter of getting reps in, or how is that a process that you guys facilitate? And was it something that as soon as you started working with them, there was definitely chemistry there, or how has that kind of progressed?
Once I was in the portal, me and Trace talked. Of course, he came back, and then I ended up making my decision to come here. But from day one, me and Trace have been on the same page. And we're going to continue to get better. In games, it's just going to keep getting better and better in the ball screen. I'm learning what he's capable of doing, and he's definitely learning what I'm capable of doing as well. So, it's just going to be a duo that's just going to get better over time.
Alex.
Hey Xavier, just to kind of follow up on something you said earlier about Coach Woodson letting you call your own plays and all that. Is that, I think you kind of smiled when you said that. Are you enjoying that freedom? And how much responsibility is that on you on a game-to-game basis to have that weight on your shoulders of kind of facilitating the offense and running the show out there?
I'm happy because he's just helping me learn to be one of the a great point guard, because that's what the great point guards do at the next level, and then he's helping me to prepare for the next level. But my mind is focused on being at Indiana right now.
Last question, Dustin.
Xavier, I guess just kind of keeping on that theme. I remember talking to you when you committed in the first place, and you just said that a big part of the reason why you came to Indiana is you wanted to just grow as a player. How else did you want your game to grow? You obviously were very productive at Pitt, but also had some high turnover numbers, stuff like that. Where did you see the most important parts where you needed to grow, and how do you feel like you have so far?
One of the main things I needed to grow is off the court. Off the court, I wouldn't say I make dumb decisions, but I just make decisions that just don't help me out. But that's one of the things that they've helped me here with, just staying low with a low life, and just being to yourself, and just staying in the gym a lot, which I've already been doing. But they just keep me on my shoulders a lot. It's a lot of weight that I hold, and they just want me to lead the team and come in every day ready to play.
Xavier, thank you so much. Guys, if you